Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. It's another day, and I'm proving right again. Lookism fans hate me, man. They hate me, bro, cause they know like I'm a gun level person when it comes to perception and knowing what's happening. You know what I'm saying? And they just can't believe it. I've been telling y'all about Warren and about Eli for I can't even remember how long. I've been saying this for time, right? I said Warren is probably stronger than Eli. I've been predicting this. You know what I'm saying? You see the beating Warren gave Jerry, bro. Gunn couldn't put Jerry down, and Warren put him down, bro. And people are like, "Oh, that's CQC, the new close quarter combat thing that he got. Jay and them can copy it, or not Jay. Daniel and them can copy it." Okay, you have to understand why they can't, right? You have to know two fighting styles that they don't know in order to copy it. That's the point. That's why Warren has it, right? Jake is going to be the one that will defeat Warren and Eli probably, right? Because obviously Daniel is not strong enough to defeat them. Well, Warren is worn out now, so he is beatable. Eli, I think, should make light enough work of Vasco. I know that people want Vasco to win, and Vasco deserves a W. I'm not going to lie, he is the hero, but I really don't see what he can do against Eli, to be honest. Eli is just too strong. I don't think our guys are going to win this arc because I just don't think the workers is about to end right now. I think the workers will end when Jake arrives, and I think that's probably what's going to happen. I think Jake will arrive, and Jake is the one that's going to deal with the heavy hitters. Because Daniel and all the guys, they still have a bit to go, and they've been winning every fight. So obviously you can't have them win every single fight. That's why Jerry lost. Do you get me? Because otherwise there's no tension. If they won, like, oh, you were saying, oh yeah, because people are like, oh well, we thought that Zach was going to lose, and then Zach won. But the difference is, Zach was fighting some bum. I mean, not bum, but like some guy we don't know or care about. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've met them before. We don't care about them. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a fully named character. It's not a relevant character. You know what I'm saying? While Vasco is fighting Eli, a character that we have more story of Eli than we have of Vasco in the story. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've had so many arcs focused on Eli. We've only had like one arc focused on Vasco. So like, who's actually more important to the story? Like, probably Eli right now. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think Eli's story is coming to a conclusion. And I think the conclusion will be that I think Jake will come through. I think Jake will beat him. Because I don't think he's going to take that much damage from Vasco. Jake is going to come and Jake is going to beat him. And I think Jake is going to free the guys. And obviously, or it's either that or Daniel is going to free the guys. And the guys are going to take care of Eli and them. Because I think Samuel can beat Eli. I think, well, possibly. I don't know now because Eli's gotten stronger. I don't think Samuel can beat current Warren if he wasn't absolutely destroyed after fighting Jerry. But it's hard to know. I think those guys are all at a similar tier, right? So I think it's hard to really assess who will win. I do think Jake is stronger than all of them. I will just say that. I think Jake is stronger than Samuel, Eli, all of them, I think, right? And my reason is just narrative, mainly. Narrative purpose. And I think Jake has the biggest role out of them because his dad is the original king. You know what I'm saying? And as a result, Jake is destined to be the next king. Not Daniel, not whoever. Daniel never wants to be like a gang leader type of situation. Daniel's probably going to end up as the strongest, but he's not going to be. Actually, he might not even end up as the strongest because if you look at this verse, like none of our protagonists have ever really been the strongest. Daniel's other body will probably end up being the final enemy, because it seems like every now and then it kind of gains its own sentient. But we still need to figure out the truth behind that and how it happened. If it's a science experiment gone right, wrong, whatever, what happened? Then those Crystal, we have to figure out about Crystal. There's just so much of the story left to unfold for Daniel to be the strongest already. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if Daniel's the strongest already, where do we go from here? He just beats everyone to get whatever he wants. And that just doesn't make sense. There's way too much left to unfold in order for us to get to that. So, and this is this is why I argue that there's no way Daniel is already stronger than Eli, because Eli is farther up in the pecking order, and then Jake is farther up above that, and then obviously Gunn and them are farther above that. So it just doesn't really add up. And it's proven now that Eli defeated an old king solo by himself. So what now? What now? Because the argument was they hard diffed an old king and they struggled, and Daniel was 1v1 in one, and the guy that Daniel was fighting wasn't taking it serious. The second Daniel almost lost anyway, and then Daniel went to ultra instinct mode, and then the king was like, you know what, let me take it serious, and then the fight got cut short. So, but we know Eli beat a king solo 1-on-1, no help, by himself. So what are we talking about now? And he didn't look severely injured or beat up after that fight. He just looked more determined than ever. And Warren is stronger than that Eli, especially with this new technique. Like I won't say penetrated, but he penetrated Jerry's defense, bro. And Jerry's defense is insane. Not just his durability is insane, and he demolished him with those hits. Like, he couldn't stop, otherwise he'd collapse. So he just kept hitting in it. Jerry couldn't block, move, react, nothing. This is why I said Daniel was about to die there, bro. Not die, but like he was about to die when Warren did his CQC, and Daniel didn't even know how to react, bro. He was just there, and then he purposely missed, and Daniel knew he was going to lose. When Daniel pulls up to Eli, he's like, "This guy's too strong for us to fight right now." You know, he knew if he stayed there and fight, they're going to lose. So Vasco said, "I'll fight," knowing it's just stalling. It's stalling so that Daniel can continue going, because they can't beat these guys yet. They're just not there yet. But I think they will try to get them underside by the end of this arc. How it happens, I'm not 100% sure. But all I can say is Warren is a monster. He has the strongest technique. I would say the strongest technique. It doesn't mean he's the strongest, right? I think he has the strongest technique we've seen so far in Lookism. There's no move as OP as this. Like, it just surpassed. It just like did everything it needs to. Like, it broke every defense you have, all your durability points, mixing two crazy powerful abilities together, and he just did it, bro. He just did something legendary. You know what I'm saying? And we know that Vasco learned from the best fighter, possibly in the verse. But it does not mean, it just means that he's learned every technique, but it does not mean he's mastered every technique. He said, "I'll teach you everything, but you still have to master it and get better." The same way Daniel got taught everything by Gun, but he still has to master it and get better. He still got to get faster, he still got to get stronger, he still got to get more durable. He still has to do these things in order to reach that pinnacle of strength. You know what I'm saying? And Zach actually has the weakest teacher out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Because Gun would destroy Zach's teacher. And it's debatable between Gun and that ultimate fighter that's teaching Vasco. Vasco actually technically has their best teacher above everybody else. So it doesn't really correlate as we think it correlates. So you have to just think of it narratively speaking. You know what I'm saying? Vasco has to become super strong at some point. He will. It's just not. I just don't think it's now. But I think he'll do a lot better against Eli than maybe people might predict. But I just think Eli will overwhelm him. And it doesn't matter if Eli loses after fighting Vasco, because it just means he fought two strong people and tired out. But I don't think that's going to be the case. But what do you guys think? I just think that Warren just showcased some shit that was absolutely unbelievable, and something like I pretty much predicted. I've always said that Warren and Jerry are pretty relative, and obviously both of them got extremely substantially stronger, and they've never like fully finished their fights. And all I can say is Warren just proved himself. He proved himself. People say, "Oh, Hostile gets these random power-ups," and I don't really understand why they say that, considering Warren has been training for years. Even when Eli was gone, Warren has been training and getting stronger, because he needed to protect Hostile by himself when Eli was gone. You know what I'm saying? Then when Eli came back, lost everything, he didn't want to allow that to happen again. So he went, and manager Kim, one of the strongest guys in the verse, also trained him. And then not only did he train him, he went ahead and improved a move that was already the best move in the series. You know what I'm saying? So what do you expect? Of course, like, and Warren has always showcased the strength, durability. He always had that. He just needed technique, and now he has technique. He has speed. He has everything, and endurance. Come on, bro. That's all I needed to say. It's been your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. Listen, gun level fighters, Warren level fighters, top tier fighters. You already would have liked this video and subscribe, you know what I'm saying? But I get it. Listen, if you just a bum in the street that can't even beat Eugene, then obviously you're not gonna like the video. You know what I'm saying? It's not for little, you know what I'm saying? Little rats like those. You know what I'm saying? Little peons. Like, we don't hang with peons. Only the real ones gonna like this video. It's been the voice. Appreciate the God. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.